Give us your sense of this round 5. What's likely to come out of it, and perhaps as important, what's likely not to come out of it?
Yeah, I think it's a really important round in that the 3 lead negotiators actually didn't come, and they're allowing their negotiation teams to try to flesh out some of the demands that were made by the United States in the last round. So what's going to come out of this? No great breakthroughs, but hopefully some progress that will chart a path forward to actually get to an end game by the end of March.
Well, that's critically important because originally the end game was the end of December. Then they prolonged that into the end of March. We've heard from the Commerce Secretary, Wilbur Ross, that really time's a wasting. How are we going to move this forward faster? Or do we have to get tax overhaul out of the way first?
Well, from the United States perspective, tax overhaul is paramount. There's no question about that, and that will have to be the priority. But the time is moving along very, very quickly. That's exactly right. And some of the big issues have to be resolved. Without the key negotiators there at the table, they're not going to get resolved. So this is a timing issue. It will become more so.
So from your point of view, what are the key issues? Just 2 or 3 of them. What are the big stumbling blocks at this point?
Clearly, rules of origin in the auto sector is huge. Clearly, a sunset clause that the United States is demanding that Nafta be renegotiated every 5 years is huge. Dairy is a big issue for Canada and between the United States. Those are some very large commercial issues. They're new, and right now there's no clear way to resolve those in a way that will satisfy all 3 negotiating partners.
So, Eric, take us into those rules of origin, particularly in the automotive sector, because it strikes me that the president seems almost by himself on this. The U.S. auto industry appears to be against the president's position on this.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and they're becoming more vocal really by the day. This is seen by the U.S. administration as a campaign promise to the American Midwest and to the manufacturing sector, and what the United States is trying to do is, through the NAFTA negotiations, guarantee greater manufacturing in the United States compared to Mexico and Canada. That sounds good in theory, but the reality is that the supply chains have become so integrated that, to use a technical term, this would really screw up the auto sector in North America, and there's no clear path forward.